What is JDBC? Java Database Connectivity. It is a full form. Okay. What is JDBC definition? It is a specification for developing database applications with Java programming language. Okay. JDBC is a specification for developing database applications with Java programming language. What is specification? Set of rules and guidelines that are used to develop applications and environments. See, JDBC specification contains so many rules and guidelines. JDBC specification contains so many rules and guidelines. By using this JDBC specification, drivers are developed. Okay, drivers are developed. And by using this JDBC specification, we are going to write program. That program will execute with helping of this driver. Then only it is executed. So this JDBC specification contains how to develop driver. This JDBC specification contains how to develop database application. Both will be there. But what you are going to learn, how to develop database application only you have to learn. But how to develop driver is not required to you. Okay, driver already developed. Some thousands of drivers already developed. So seeing this specification, rules and guidelines only, drivers are developed. Seeing this specification, rules and guidelines only, you are going to write the program. Then your program driver can understand. Now, this specification given by Sun Microsystem company. Okay, because Java developed by Sun Microsystem. So Sun Microsystem developed this specification. Seeing this specification, drivers, so many drivers, different companies they developed. Already given yesterday, drivers are developed by first party vendor, second party vendor, third party vendor. Application vendor is first party or second party? First party. Database vendor is second party. Other than these two, third party. So these drivers, hundreds of drivers are there. So different companies they developed, but every company followed these rules and guidelines. That is the reason only Java for any database, same program. Writing program style is same. If this specification, rules and guidelines are not followed, then what will happen? Java for Oracle one type, Java for MySQL one type, Java for DB2 one type, Java for Derby one type, every database different. Then how many JDBC you have to learn? Every database JDBC becomes different. Okay, that's what standard specification. Every company followed. Like that, every Java programmer also must follow rules and guidelines. That rules and guidelines only you are going to learn in JDBC. So, seeing this JDBC specification only, we are going to develop applications. So, here compulsory you need to follow rules and guidelines. Compulsory. There is only two options. Either follow rules and guidelines or you develop driver. Okay. Developing driver not possible. Then follow rules and guidelines. That's it. Okay. Every Java programmer must follow Sun Microsystem rules and guidelines. Okay. That is compulsory. Now, that is JDBC. JDBC specification used by vendors, nothing but companies, product-based companies. What they did, developed drivers. JDBC specification used by Java programmer. What purpose? To develop database application. Okay. What is database application? Application communicates with database. That is called database application. Communication purpose one language required. No? Which language? SQL. So all databases can understand only one language. That is SQL. Will it database understand Java? No. You are using Java to develop application. But through application, you are sending SQL query to database because you are not sending Java code. You are sending SQL code only. Okay. See, SQL code only you are sending. Java code you are not sending. See here, it is SQL prompt. It is SQL prompt. Through SQL prompt, we are sending SQL query. See, through SQL prompt, we are sending some SQL query. Select a star from tab, then all tables displayed. This query passed to database. This query passed to database. This query passed to database with helping of SQL prompt. Suppose one command prompt window is there. It is command prompt window. Now, from this application, can I send SQL query to database? No, because this is not database application. This is not a database application, but this is database application. So, database application will send SQL query to a database. That database application you can develop with Java. So this database application, this type of application you can build with Java. This type of application you can build with Java. But with that Java application, what you will do? Again, same. You are sending query to database. So it is already defined this window. This window nothing but database application. This type of application we are going to build. For developing this type of application, one programming language required. That is Java. For developing this type of window, we require some rules and guidelines. That is JDBC. Okay. Now, application and database. If you want to connect, one more software required. That software is called, what is that? Driver. How many categories of drivers are there? 2 categories. What are those? ODBC drivers, JDBC drivers. ODBC full form? Open Database Connectivity. JDBC full form? Java Database Connectivity. ODBC drivers, one driver or many drivers? Many drivers. ODBC drivers are many drivers. So every database separate driver was there. Okay. Yeah. The diagram I given yesterday. The diagram I given yesterday. This is this diagram. It is you observe. Now see this diagram. These are all ODBC drivers. All ODBC drivers are the part of this ODBC tool. Non-Java application other than Java, what they did is they connected to ODBC tool. They selected one driver. With that, they connected to database. This is you have seen yesterday up to here. Okay. Next, write it. Here, all ODBC drivers are the part of ODBC tool. All ODBC drivers are the part of ODBC tool. All ODBC drivers are the part of ODBC tool. So these are all ODBC tools, ODBC drivers, part of ODBC tool only. Whenever we install ODBC, whenever we install Windows operating system, with that Windows operating system only this tool comes. It is no need to install separate. This window comes with Windows operating system only. In this window, if you click on add button, it shows the list of drivers. Even suppose you require one driver, suppose example MySQL. MySQL driver not there. If you install ODBC driver for MySQL, if you download from Google, if you install, that driver also appears in this window only. So that's what All ODBC drivers are the part of ODBC tool. What we have to do? Java application, we have to connect to ODBC tool. Here, select the driver to connect database. So, to which database you are going to connect? That supported driver you have to select in the tool. That is, you have to select. But is Java application, can we connect to ODBC database by using only ODBC driver? No, that connection failed. Okay. Now, now write it. Java application and database. Java application database, we cannot connect by using ODBC drivers. Java application and database, we cannot connect by using ODBC driver, because ODBC cannot understand Java instructions. See, Java application and database, we cannot connect by using ODBC driver, because ODBC cannot understand Java instructions. But why ODBC cannot understand Java instruction? That compatibility was not there. But here, ODBC and Java application, by using ODBC, if you want to connect, it is not possible. That compatibility was not there. That is the reason only JDBC drivers introduced. Next, write it. To solve the above problem, JDBC drivers were introduced. To solve the above problem, JDBC drivers were introduced. To solve the above problem, JDBC drivers were introduced. To solve the above problem, JDBC drivers were introduced. Next, write it. There are 4 types of JDBC drivers. Those who missed previous sessions will get a recorded videos. No need to worry about that. Okay, no need to worry about that. You'll get a recorded videos. End of the session, I'll give links. Now, listen the class. Listen the class. End of the session, I'll give. There are 4 types of JDBC drivers. First one, type 1 driver. Type 1 driver, that is JDBC ODBC bridge driver. Second one, type 2 driver, JDBC native API driver. Third one, type 3 driver, JDBC network protocol driver. Fourth one, type 4 driver, JDBC 100% pure Java driver. JDBC 100% pure Java driver. There are 4 types of JDBC drivers. Type 1 driver, JDBC ODBC driver, bridge driver. Type 2 driver, JDBC native API driver. Type 3 driver, JDBC network protocol driver. Type 4 driver, JDBC 100% pure Java driver. See, starting ODBC drivers were present. By using ODBC drivers only, they tried to connect, but connection failed because that compatibility was not there. Then they introduced these drivers. First, what they introduced is type 1 driver only introduced. That is only like a translator. Okay. Now later type 2 came, type 3 came, type 4 came. Now type 5 also came, but that is not considered by Sun Microsystem and Oracle Corporation. That is officially not considered. That is the reason I'm not giving. Okay. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Why these many drivers? Again, these are categories will be there. Each and many drivers will be there. Now these drivers only little bit confusion will be there, but these questions only they'll ask in interview. That is the reason you have to learn. Okay. Now, next, write it. There are two ways to connect Java application and database. There are two ways to connect Java application and database. First one, by using JDBC and ODBC drivers. Second one, by using JDBC drivers only. First one, by using JDBC and ODBC drivers. Second one, by using JDBC drivers only. But by using only ODBC, not possible. That compatibility was not there. Okay. Because Java instruction ODBC cannot understand. That's what not possible. There are two ways to connect Java application and database. First one, by using JDBC and ODBC drivers. Second one, by using JDBC drivers only. Is it over? See, you observe whatever I given, observe. Java application and database, we cannot connect by using ODBC driver because ODBC cannot understand Java instructions. That compatibility issue was there. To solve that problem only, JDBC drivers came. But JDBC drivers, 4 types of JDBC drivers introduced. But how many ways to connect? 2 ways. One is by using JDBC and ODBC, by using only JDBC. Now, suppose it is Java application. Here, database. Any one database. Say, it is Java application. Here, database. Here, you observe JDBC driver and ODBC driver. Like 2 drivers we can use, we can connect. This is one way. JDBC driver and ODBC driver. Like this, they connected. This is one way to connect. One more way, only JDBC driver. It is one more way. Here, if you want to connect like this, here, this driver must be type 1 driver. Type 1 driver. This driver must be either type 2 driver or type 4 driver. Here, as compared to names, numbers are important. Why? I'll explain. That's what numbers only written. Just you write this diagram. You write this diagram. Just open the door. Switch on the exhaust fan also. Not working. That's is it over? Now I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. Up to here, whatever you understood, that is, I'll check it. Say application and database. If you want to connect, any software required? Yes. Which software? Driver software. How many categories of drivers? Categories. 2 categories. What are those? ODBC drivers, JDBC driver. ODBC drivers, is it one driver or many drivers? Many driver. Every database separate. Every database separate. Okay. Can we connect Java application and database by using only ODBC driver? No. To solve that problem, only JDBC drivers came. How many types of JDBC drivers are there? 4 types. How many ways are there to connect Java application? 2 ways. What are those? By using JDBC and ODBC drivers. By using only JDBC driver. If you want to use ODBC, which type JDBC driver required? Type 1 required. If you want to use only JDBC, which type JDBC? Type 2, type 4. Type 2 or type 4. Till I didn't explain type 3. Type 3 later. With this only you'll get a confusion. Type 3 I'll add, more confusion comes later. Okay. Now, here, connecting Java application and database, there are 2 ways. One is by using JDBC and ODBC. One more by using only JDBC. If you want to use ODBC, compulsory type 1 only required. Okay. If you want to use only JDBC, type 2 or type 4 required. Okay. But with only type 1 JDBC driver, we cannot connect. We cannot connect. Type 2 or type 4, if you want to use with ODBC, like that, not possible. Okay. Now, you are using ODBC means type 1 required. If you are using type 1 means ODBC required. Compulsory. That is the reason only this driver name is ODBC, JDBC, ODBC bridge driver. Okay. Now, here, one more question. Without JDBC driver, can we connect Java application and database? No, it is not possible. Compulsory JDBC driver required. Okay. Can we connect Java application database without ODBC driver? Yes, possible. Then which type required? Type 2 or type 4. Okay. Questions, different angles I'm asking, but answer is same. Okay. In interview also, If I teach 100 also, there 101 comes. If I teach 1000 also, 1001 comes. You should be ready for any question. That's what every day I'll interact with you. While writing program, so many questions I'll ask. Core Java questions also. Okay, that's what you prepare and be ready. Now, because coding part only important to get a job. In a coding, that theory also. Coding related theory important. Unnecessary theory no need to learn. Suppose for example, history of Java. Will they ask in interview? History of Java, history of James Gosling, history of Sun Microsystem company. No one will ask. That theory unnecessary. Okay, that type theory no need to learn. But programming related theory required. It is related to program. But history of Java, Sun Microsystem company history, James Gosling history, and what is the business deal between Sun Microsystem Oracle Corporation? These are unnecessary. Okay, but how many dollars they paid, how many dollars purchased, these are unnecessary for you. Your target is you want to get a job. On that you focus. Okay. Now, here type 1 JDBC driver, if you want to use, compulsory ODBC required. Okay. If you want to use ODBC, type 1 only required. Okay, it is compulsory. Now here, yesterday diagram I given. Now one by one I'll explain drivers. Now first type 1 driver. Note. One more point. 1 minute. All JDBC drivers are classes in Java. All JDBC drivers are classes in Java. All JDBC drivers are classes in Java. So these are nothing but classes. JDBC drivers, nothing but classes. But it appears like a one class, but not only one class, it is having relationship with other classes. You studied already. Relationships in Java. How many relationships? 2 relationships. What are those? Is a relationship, has a relationship. So for you, Java class, driver class appears one class, but having relationship with many classes, has a relationship, is a relationship, mixed, that type of driver class. But here, all JDBC drivers are classes in Java. Every driver, JDBC driver, it is nothing but one class. One class. Now, first one, type 1 driver. Note, type 1 JDBC driver. JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver. Type 1 JDBC driver. JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver. You observe, first ODBC drivers were present. Before Java language only ODBC drivers were present. When Java came and existed in the market, then Java application and ODBC, they connected. Connection failed. Then type 1 driver came. Then type 1 driver came. Like a translator. Like a translator. So in between Java and ODBC, this driver came. But this driver nothing but one Java class. It is class. Now, but here 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are given. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, this is a name. 2, this is another name. 3, this is name. 4, this is name. But not only these names, different companies, different names are given. Suppose, example, type 4 driver. I given 100% pure Java driver. This driver is called as thin driver also. This driver is called as native protocol driver also. Different companies, different names are given. But all names you cannot remember, no? That is the reason 1, 2, 3, 4 number. In interview also, number only. Okay. In interview also, number only. in interview also, what they'll ask is numbers only they'll ask. Advantages of type 2 driver, advantages of type 4 driver, disadvantages of type 4 driver, like that only they'll ask. So they are not going to ask these names. These names are, many names are there. All you cannot remember. Different company, different names are given. That's what number only important. 1, 2, 3, 4 number. In interview also, what is the functionality of type 1 driver? What are the advantages of type 1 driver? What are the disadvantages of type 1 driver? What is the architecture of type 1 driver? Like that only they'll ask. That is the reason number only important. 1, 2, 3, 4 number. Now, here, first, Java application ODBC, they connected. Connection failed. That's what type 1 driver came. Okay. This driver nothing but one class. What is the driver class name? Write it. Driver class name. Driver class name. sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc driver. Not on that class name like that only. Okay. sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc driver. sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc driver. Write clearly. J capital, O capital, D capital, because class. Each word first letter capital, no? That is. So here sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc driver. Here sun is nothing but it's a package. Like you studied Java package, Java X package, like that package. JDBC, ODBC sub package, java.lang, java.util, java.io, java.net, like that you studied in core Java package. Like that here. Sun is also package. It's a package. And sub package. It is another sub package. Sub package. It is a class. JDBC, ODBC driver is a class. Class name. Class name, each word first letter is capital and no space between words. You studied in core Java. Java notations. Okay. Classes, interfaces, each word first letter capital. No space between words. So sun is a package. JDBC is a sub package. ODBC is another sub package. JDBC, ODBC driver is a class. This is one driver class. Is it over? Now, this driver is a part of Java software. That means JDK, Java Development Kit. This driver is a part of Java software, JDK, Java Development Kit. This driver is a part of Java software. So for this driver, no need to install any software. With that Java software only, this driver comes. Here, type 1 driver architecture. Type 1 driver architecture. I'll give diagrams. Type 1 driver architecture. Java application. Application code. Type 1 driver. JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver. Say application code. This type 1 driver It is nothing but one Java program. In that we'll write some program code. Okay, application code or program code will write. Application code. Here JDBC type 1 driver. That is only JDBC ODBC bridge driver. Now, this application code will load the driver. It is nothing but one class. So these are connected through programming. It is connected to ODBC tool. That ODBC tool just now one dialog box has shown, no? Like that connected. In this ODBC tool, we'll select one driver. That driver is called ODBC driver. ODBC driver, whichever database you require, the driver. After this, connected to database. Write this diagram. Type 1 driver architecture. Type 1 driver architecture. See, it is Java application. In the Java application, we'll write some code. That code is called application code. That code will load this driver. Then code and driver connected. This driver will connect to ODBC tool. In that, we'll select one driver. With the driver, we'll connect to database. This Java application we are going to write. That is our program. This is comes with Windows operating system. This is in the dialog box only, it will be there. This is we cannot see. It is already installed. Database, backend. Database is front end or back end? Back end. Can we see database? No. Can we see application? Yes. Whatever you are seeing, that is application, not a database. Remember, don't forget. Okay. And confusion is there, but many people they are thinking like that is only database. That is not database. You cannot see database backend. Okay. And SQL also, with SQL also people are getting confusion. SQL is a language, Oracle is a database. That is also remember. MySQL is a database. MySQL is a database. SQL is not a database. Okay. Just observe Java application, nothing but our Java program. In that program, we'll write some code. With that code, we'll load the driver. It is nothing but one class. This class loaded in this program. This class will connect to this ODBC tool. In that, we'll select the driver. If you want to connect to Oracle, Oracle driver. If you want to connect to MySQL, MySQL driver. Like that. We have to connect. Once if connection is established, whatever you want, you can perform the task. This is architecture. Actually, yesterday one diagram I given this diagram. In this diagram only, just it is non-Java place. I'm writing Java. Okay, it is non-Java place. I written Java. Now, Java application. This Java application and ODBC connected together with JDBC driver. This driver only, this connection failed. That is the reason only like this. This is which type JDBC driver? Type 1 JDBC driver. Now my question, carefully listen. Type 1 JDBC drivers, one driver or many drivers? You see, type 1 JDBC driver, one driver or many driver? One driver only. ODBC drivers, many drivers. Now, with the type 1, just a type 1 driver translator, that is common to all databases. ODBC driver separate. In the diagram only, how many ODBC drivers are there? I written 3. That is many. But how many JDBC drivers are there? One only, no? See the diagram also, you can give answer. That's what diagrams I'm explaining. Okay, write this one. This diagram also write it. So don't do modification in yesterday program, yesterday diagram. That is like that only write it. This can't separate write it. This is separate write it. That is non-Java application, like that I given notes. Okay, this separate diagram write it. You should have a patience to learn subject. You should have a patience. Patience is most important to learn subject. And even if you want to be in the software industry, also more patience required. Compulsory. If you don't have a patience, you are not suitable for software industry. That is also remember. Because daily one task they'll give. At last you have to complete. Suppose one day not completed. Second day you have to complete. Or second day not completed. Third day you have to complete. But you cannot skip. Compulsory you have to complete. That's the reason more patience required. Whatever the given task, you must complete. For completing the task, search in Google also, use books also, use whatever you want. But at last you have to complete after getting a job. That's the reason more patience required. So all JDBC drivers are classes in Java. All JDBC drivers are classes. But ODBC drivers are DLL files, dynamic link library files. That is different. ODBC drivers. Microsoft company driver, those all. Operating system related. All JDBC drivers are classes in Java. Type 1 driver is on class. That class name only sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc driver. Sun is a package. Main package also many are there. You studied only java.lang like that. Java, JavaX, Launcher, ORG, OMG, Sun, SunW, Jakarta. So many packages are there, main package. You will see advanced Java onwards, many packages you will see. Java X also you'll see, Java also you'll see, Jakarta also you'll see, ORG also you'll see. Like that, so many packages comes. Okay. In core Java, only Java dot. All are Java dot only. Core Java first day onwards up to last class, Java dot only you have seen. Okay. But here many things appears. This is type 1 driver. Now, type 1 drivers, one driver or many drivers? How many? One only. ODBC drivers? Many drivers. If you want to change the database, you need to change ODBC driver. No need to change JDBC driver. Because this Java application and ODBC tool connected with JDBC driver. But this tool, you will select one driver to connect database. So if you want to change the database, no need to change the JDBC driver. What you have to change? ODBC you have to change. Okay. So ODBC was there before Java. Before Java. When Java came, same style they connected. Non-Java style only they connected. Connection failed. That's what type 1 JDBC driver came. With this driver, communication becomes slow. That's what this driver outdated. 2014 only from Java software it is removed. Writing program also not possible now. This driver over, outdated. Okay. With the type 1 driver, if you write a program also, if you compile, you'll get an error. That class is not there, it shows. Because present version, Java latest version, Java 19. This is Java 8 only removed. 2014 only removed. Okay. Now I'll give. Is it over? No done. The screen not. One minute. Online students, now is it not visible? Now the screen is visible or not visible? Voice also breaking. 1 minute, 1 minute. Now is it visible? One minute, 1 minute. Now is it visible? Okay. Now you write this one. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll give time for writing. Now this ODBC diagram, is it visible? Okay. Now you write this one. I'll give. A non-Java application place, I'm writing Java. And here, JDBC driver. Edit type 1 driver. See here, Java application and ODBC connection failed. That is the reason JDBC drivers came. In that first came JDBC driver type 1 driver. With this driver only they connected. Then connection established. But how many type 1 JDBC drivers? Only one driver. How many ODBC drivers? Many drivers. Every database separate. Every database separate driver. Now, what this driver is doing is, it will take Java instruction and converts into ODBC understandable format, because this is translator. This driver removed from JDK 8, Java 8 onwards, removed. This driver is not there. Now Java 19 software, 11 software, these are whatever you install, in that this driver is not there. We cannot write program also. We can write, but we cannot compile, we cannot run. Driver is not available, error comes. Now, can we connect Java application and database by using only ODBC? Can we connect? No. Can we connect Java application and database by using only JDBC? Then which type JDBC driver required? Type 2 or type 4? Okay. Can we connect Java application and database by using only type 1? Can we connect Java only type 1 driver without ODBC? No. Compulsory ODBC required if you want to use type 1. If you want to use type 1, ODBC required. If you want to use ODBC, type 1 only required. Other driver not possible. Okay. See, 1-2 members not visible means problem may be your side. One, two members not visible means problem may be your side. Now, See, note type 1 driver functionality. Type 1 driver functionality. Type 1 driver functionality. It converts Java instructions into ODBC understandable format. Type 1 driver functionality. It converts Java instructions into ODBC understandable format. It converts Java instructions into ODBC understandable format. Type 1 driver developed in C language. Type 1 driver developed in C language. Type 1 driver vendor is Sun Microsystems. So Sun Microsystem only company only developed type 1 driver. Type 1 driver vendor is Sun Microsystems. Type 1 driver developed in C language. Type 1 driver developed in vendor is Sun Microsystems. ODBC drivers also developed in C language. ODBC drivers also developed in C language. Now, type 1 driver advantages. Type 1 driver advantages. First one, only one driver that supports all ODBC enabled databases. Type 1 driver advantages. Only one driver that supports all ODBC enabled databases. Type 1 driver advantages. Only one driver that supports all ODBC enabled databases. Say, if you want to change the database, is it required to change type 1 driver? No. What is required to change? ODBC driver you have to change. Okay. If you want to change any database, you can change without changing JDBC driver. That is advantage. Only one advantage. Type 2 driver, type 1 driver disadvantages. Type 1 driver disadvantages. Type 1 driver disadvantages. First disadvantage, performance overhead. Since Java calls should go through via JDBC and ODBC drivers. Performance overhead. Since Java calls should go through via JDBC and ODBC drivers. performance overhead, since Java calls should go through via JDBC and ODBC drivers. Whatever Java application passing instruction via two drivers, it is passed to database. That's what it is. Main disadvantage. This is only performance point of view poor. This is only problem. With this reason only it is outdated. Next. It is a platform dependent. It is a platform dependent. It is developed in C language, no? That's what platform dependent. So again, screen problem. Online students, is it visible? Okay. Now it is a performance, it is a platform dependent. Third one, database client software. Database client software. Needs to be installed on local system. Database client software needs to be installed on local system. Database client software needs to be installed on local system. Say type 1 driver disadvantages, 3 disadvantages. First disadvantage, performance overhead. Since Java calls should go through via JDBC and ODBC drivers. Here, Java application, whatever passing instruction through JDBC driver, through ODBC driver, received by database. Then performance becomes slow. Okay, that is a main disadvantage. Second, it is a platform dependent because it is developed in C language, platform dependent. Database client software needs to be installed on local system. Database client software needs to be installed on local system. Suppose 5 computers are there. 5 computers are there. In 5 computers connected together. These 5 computers connected together as a network. These 5 computers connected together as a network. Suppose database installed in this system, Java program installed in this system. This Java program, if you want to connect to this one, ODBC software you must install in this computer. Then suppose this Java program, if you want to connect to this database, here ODBC software you have to install in this computer also. That means suppose 200 computers are there in LAN. In every computer you have to install. That is burden to system administrator. That is also one disadvantage. Okay, client software you have to install. That is burden to system administrator. So these are the disadvantages. Now advantage here, what is the advantage you observe? If you suppose you already connected to Oracle database, you want to change the database. What you have to change? ODBC you have to change. Is it required to change JDBC? No. Then Java program no need to change. So that is only advantage. Advantages are more or disadvantages are more? That's the reason only it is outdated. Advantage is only one advantage. Disadvantage many. This is the reason only outdated. Just note on note. Type 1 driver removed from JDK 1.8 onwards. Type 1 driver removed from JDK 1.8 onwards. So type 1 driver is not there in the 1.8 onwards. That's the reason no need to write the program. Only in interview they'll ask advantage, disadvantage. That's what I explained. Type 1 driver outdated. It is outdated, removed also. We cannot write program also. We cannot run. Okay. Say first type 1 came. Type 1, about type 1 I given. Now type 2 I'll give. From here onwards, programming I'll teach. Okay. Now type 2 driver. Now next node. Type 2 driver. Type 2 JDBC driver. JDBC native API driver. Type 2 JDBC driver. JDBC native API driver. It is also called as partly Java, partly native driver, or partial Java driver. It is also called as partly Java, partly native driver, or partial Java driver. It is also called as partly Java, partly native driver, or partial Java driver. See why they given different names given. JDBC native API driver, partly Java, partly native driver, partial Java driver. Different companies, different names they given. For developing this driver, maximum native language they used. Native language nothing but C, C++, C and C++. Because Java derived from C and C++ language. Java native plus C, C++, like that. Okay. So native non-Java also we can call it as native C, C++ example. So developed in C, C++, but little bit Java also mixed. That's what partly Java, partly native. Or some companies they given partial Java. So write this one. Type 2 drivers developed in Java language. Type 2 driver developed in native language and Java language also okay. Native language and Java language. Type 2 drivers developed in native language and Java language. Native language are C and C++. Type 2 drivers are developed in native language and Java language. Native language are C and C++. Say type 1 driver performance is very poor because data transferred Java to database via JDBC and ODBC drivers. That is the reason only type 2 came. That is the reason type 2 came. Now type 2 drivers developed in native language and Java language. So C, C++, Java mixed. Like that type 2 drivers introduced. Type 2 drivers introduced. That is the reason only some companies they given names partly Java, partly native driver. Some companies they given partial Java driver. Some companies given native API driver. But these names are not important. Number is important. Now type 2 driver. Okay. Type 2 drivers, many drivers were there. Now for Oracle database. Next, write it. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Oracle.jdbc.driver.Oracle driver. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. Here Oracle is a package. These are sub packages. This is a class. With this driver, first one program I'll teach. With that, more clarity comes. With this driver, one program if you learn, more clarity comes. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. Type 2 drivers, many drivers. Every database separate. That's what I given like this. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Is it over? Oracle is a package. JDBC is a sub package. Driver is a sub package. Oracle driver is a class. Here O capital, D capital. O capital, D capital. Now, type 2 driver class is a part of OJDBC 6_g.jar file or OJDBC 8_g.jar file in Oracle software. Type 2 driver class is a part of OJDBC 6_g.jar file or OJDBC 8_g.jar file in Oracle software. Some versions OJDBC 6 will be there. Some version OJDBC 8 will be there. Type 2 driver class is a part of OJDBC 6_g.jar file or 8_g.jar file in Oracle software. See, jar file location, Java archive, file location, jar file location, because for that path setting required. Jar file location, Java archive. Say in my system, C drive, Oracle XE, app, Oracle product 11.2.0 server, JDBC lib. Here we have in my system Oracle 11 installed. Okay, that may be 12, 19 also is there, 21 also is there. No? You write this one. Just write this one. I'll cover tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll continue. We have to install Oracle software. Oracle software must be installed because it is an Oracle software. Tomorrow I'll discuss about this. Just write this one. Tomorrow with this driver, I'll show you program. With this driver, first I'll show you program. Once if you see one JDBC program, you'll get a more clarity. Just note on this line. Tomorrow I'll discuss about this. Tomorrow you have a class. Okay. Just note down this one. Tomorrow I'll discuss about this. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Online students, Google Classroom link, you need to wait. You need to wait. The videos also I'll share in Google Classroom. Google Classroom link, you will get it on Monday. Oracle should be installed. Present without SQL also you can understand. C++ and C hash, C sharp not same, different. Yeah, Oracle installation, we already downloaded. Okay. Oracle software required. Now Oracle, any version you can download, any version you can install. Oracle needs to be installed. Oracle installation, it is nothing. You can do it. If you take Express Edition, better to go for Oracle Express Edition. MySQL database is different. Driver will be different. Yeah, you have a class tomorrow. No holiday. With MySQL also, okay. MySQL also can continue, not a problem. Even if you don't have a SQL knowledge also, you can understand, but later learn. Compulsory you have to learn at last. Now Oracle at the beginning also, okay. You can continue, not a problem. Online students, 1 minute wait. Oracle, any version, it is okay. Any version, better to go for Express Edition. Already installed means that is only continue. I'll show you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll show you. No need to worry. New UI, new batch. You have to check in website only. Full stack Java student, no need to pay the fee. Yeah, Enterprise Edition also already installed means continue. Not a problem. So tomorrow I'll discuss about Oracle. Tomorrow I'll discuss about this concept. Tomorrow I'll discuss. Okay, no need to worry. Very slowly I'll discuss. I'll explain. Google Classroom link, you need to wait 2 more days. Maybe Monday or Tuesday I'll get it. Okay, we'll see continuation tomorrow.